live. Fucking thing sucks. Alrighty. Welcome to another episode of the Sinchies podcast.
Welcome.
It's your co-host, Dewby.
And it's Mojave.
So, right off the rip, go ahead and like and subscribe if you haven't already done that. So, we're going to start to switch this up a little bit. We're not going to have like totally random episodes where they're either just going to be crazy ass stories or good content for you to sit and think about. So we're going to try and mix in a little bit of both. Get you the best of both worlds on this.
Go 50-50 on it.
We're still learning a little bit. So
yeah. Also, please comment. Let us know what you guys want to hear. Also, don't just leave it up to us. We want to hear from you guys, too.
Oh, yeah.
This is for y'all. And us, but, you know.
So, with that said, let's get a weekly check-in.
Damn.
How's your week been, Marcus?
It's been good. I got a job, y'all. I'm no longer a free agent.
I knew that wouldn't last very long.
Yeah, no. Started it today. It's chill as shit, dude. My hours are nice, too. I'm working 6 to 2:30, dude. I'm off, early.
Woo!
Got the day to chill. But, no, it's been good. Thank God. Finally did that. Shout out to my boy Justin, who used to work with. He helped me out on this one, so.
I don't know if I know Justin.
No.
I don't?
No. He almost went to a titty bar with us. Almost.
When was that?
The birthday bash one.
Oh, okay. That was a good one.
Yeah.
With Quentin?
No.
Oh.
The last birthday bash with Lexi.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. That one was a good one, too.
Yeah.
Which brings me to our next topic. We're going to definitely get into our first Titty Bar Tale at the end of this episode. So,
stay tuned.
Stay tuned for greatness. Continue your weekly check-in, my man.
I took a little mini vacay back down to Salada, saw my parents, hung out with some friends, had a sleepover.
Some friends, huh?
Some friend. Keep names out of this.
Okay,
but,
names out. What'd you and your friend do? On the spot.
Oh man, yeah, throw me on the spot. Jesus Christ, no. Had a little mini date.
Okay.
Yeah, went out, eat, had some drinks.
Where'd you go to eat?
We were gonna go to High Sides, but there was a fucking wait for some reason, so we went to. There's this tap room there. It has a self-serve beer thing. It's actually cool.
I've been there. That's off First Street, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm.
You get the little
right
fob.
By the skate park?
Yeah, right across the street. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And, I'm not much of a beer drinker, you know this.
Mm-hmm.
And, neither was she, so I was, looking through all this stuff, and then I was just fuck it, which one's got the most alcohol in this? I found one that was, 12%. It was some stout.
I was going to say stout.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
Yeah, it was, some, chocolate thing, but it tasted just some, hard-ass coffee. Remember those, PBR coffee things that we got? The second one that
Those
I got?
things were trash, dude.
Not the first one, the second one.
Cold brew?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was, a stout.
That one I can handle.
Yeah, that's kind of what it tastes like, just, more...
It was probably a nitro.
Mm-hmm. You get, those little glasses, I had one glass, and I'm frack! Yeah. Just the one. But, then we went back over to High Sides and had a couple more drinks. And... Yeah, no, we won't get into the rest right now.
Alright, I won't push your button.
Let's leave that one for another time.
Well, what else has been going on?
Not much, man. Apart from trying to find the job, which finally got, which kind of funny, I had a couple other places ask me to interview, but I was like, nah, I got this one. I already like this spot a lot. Yeah, first day was today. It was chill as shit.
Did you take a big pay cut?
Yeah, kind of, but this place is cool. So if you hit a certain yield, they'll give you a yield bonus on the harvest.
Oh, nice.
So kind of, I guess, will make up for it a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully, those stay up with me there and be alright.
be throwing some good yields.
Yeah, no, but it already seems like a super chill place. I could tell I'm not gonna be dealing with some of the same bullshit I was before. So, no, I'm already a lot happier.
That's good, man.
Yeah.
Did you have your first day already?
Yeah, today.
How was it?
Nice.
Pretty chill?
Yeah. Fucking did plant work like I've been wanting to do. Not dealing with stupid shit. Yeah, no, we just picked leaves all day. We got harvest tomorrow, so already jump into it.
Getting after it, dude.
Mm-hmm. But I guess their harvest take like a day, as opposed to like...
How many rooms do they have?
4, I think, but they're small. They're not nearly as big as... They're like half of the size of the ones that I was working at.
So how many plants is that in a room?
It's like 250. At least
the other one was 500?
I guess it was more like... They're like 400.
Okay.
But the one that we're cutting down tomorrow is like 250. They have one room that's a little bit bigger in there too. But for the most part, like, their small rooms are simple. They like keep the strains pretty like how do I say this? It's like not just the same strains all the time. Like they try to keep
rotation.
like a variety.
Good rotation?
Yeah, good variety.
So how often do they harvest?
It's like every 2 weeks.
Oh, nice.
This place, yeah.
You got a good rotation then.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you'll be getting that yield bonus like almost every paycheck.
Yeah. Yeah, should be. That's what they've been saying leading up to this. So
fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I'm happy
And then
for you, man.
hey, thanks, dog. Yeah. Get a review in like 30 days or whatever too. So like they said they take pretty good care of people there, getting them wage increase. So
That's good, dude.
fingers crossed on that one.
Nice, man.
How you doing?
You know, it wasn't the best of weeks for me. That's
Yeah.
why we're late on this podcast.
Yeah.
One of my best buddies that I like to roll with, Steele. Shout out to Steele. He's like one of the best competition black belts in Colorado, and he's moving to Georgia, sadly. So I think he flies out on Thursday.
I didn't hear that.
Or no, he flies out Friday. So, but yeah, he's leaving. So I went down to Genesis for that big ass open mat. Had a bunch of good rounds. Dude tried to rip my fucking leg off. You know, like, you know me, I'm good with leg locks. So I like caught a couple leg locks on the guy, catch and release, and just like let him work out of it. And then he caught my leg and about fucking tore my knee in half, like it was a world championship round, you know. So that sucked. And then right at the end of the day, I told Steele I'd get one last good round with him. So me and him went hard because he calls me Deku from My Hero, and I call him All Might because he's been like my mentor. So I was like, let's get one good fucking round for old time's sake, All Might. So we like went hard as shit. Couldn't tap each other, and then it got to like the last 12 seconds, you know, and he got on my back and he locked in a body triangle, and he just started squeezing the living shit out of me, dude. And there was about 5 seconds left, so I didn't tap, and I just ate it, and I ended up popping one of my ribs out of place. And as soon as he let go, it popped back into place. But man, I've been out since then, and that shit, you know me, when I can't train, that just fucking takes a toll on me. I get like mini depressed. Like,
yeah.
I have to train like every other day, or I'm gonna start to lose my shit.
Yeah.
So it's been shitty, kind of.
Ribs
Just
suck, dude.
Sitting around. Yeah,
I've
man.
been there.
I almost fucking crashed the truck on Monday when I sneezed driving. Luckily, I was just on the side street, dude. I was like, oh, and like swerved off. Dude, it about keeled me over. But I've been taking good care of it, so it hasn't been too bad this past day or two. I'm hoping to start training again tomorrow. We'll see how it feels.
Yeah.
I'm going to start lifting again for sure.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I'm going to train yet or tomorrow or not. So that's kind of how my week's been. I had a bunch of people over to watch the fights. So
Talking about some wild fights.
that was fun. I'm kind of bummed out that Adi didn't win, but I mean, that dude just took him down. Polish power.
Yeah.
Blakovic, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good fight, so lots of good fights. I had a couple guys come over. One guy got a little too drunk, talked a little too much shit, so.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't hear this. I was gone.
You didn't see those videos of me choking him out?
No.
He wanted to roll.
Oh.
So we went out on the mats, and I was just like dying laughing, and Jack's got video of it. Just cackling, dude. One just pretty much playing with this guy. He's a good dude. He just got too drunk, I think, and he just started ramming his mouth. And Jimmy had one arm, dude, and he was getting ready to fucking throw down with this guy. So, it's been pretty good, man.
Alcohol and jiu-jitsu don't mix well.
Just been chilling. It works fucking great. I don't know what you're talking about.
No.
I had a ball.
not for those ones.
He didn't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But, yeah, that's kind of how my week's been going. Nothing too crazy. Just ready to get back after it. I miss training, dude.
Yeah. Let's talk about that. Your usual training. Our usual training.
Fuck,
I guess I'm only there really for kind of half of it, basically. Because you got your jiu-jitsu, but...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And you started something new.
What's
You're
that?
fast.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I did start a 7-day fast as of today.
If you're wondering why he's drinking water and not a beer.
Yeah. It's not going to last long, hopefully. But, I read a really good book on it today, and so I figured I'd give it a shot. I weighed 168 this morning. We'll see how I feel, how I do. I'll do some check-ins on my Instagram and stuff, but really just want to get off sugar, mainly. I need to start drinking less. That's not good for recovery either, but baby steps.
Yeah.
The drinking will come down the road. Gotta have my beer.
What's your goal with that? Just
Get shredsy, dude.
No.
Lose a little weight, lose some of that fat tone, but it's mainly like a willpower thing. Like how he talks about in this book, like you just gotta push yourself to that limit, and you tell yourself I'm gonna do this, and when I say I'm gonna do something, you know me, I'm gonna fucking do it. So
just to force yourself to do this, something different.
Yeah, brings out enlightenment and shit. So the first 3 days are supposed to be the hardest days, which I'm fully prepared for, and then I guess around day 4 or 5 you're supposed to start to get really good energy, and because your body starts going into ketosis. So I mean, we'll see how it goes. I don't think I'm going to have as much energy as I usually have, but I wanted to do this. I need to get off sugar. That's my biggest problem. My diet is my biggest problem with my training. Absolutely. Because, I train enough. So I go to work at FedEx Monday through Friday, and I get off work at FedEx around 4 o'clock. I go straight to jiu-jitsu, and I teach little kids class from 4:15 till 6 o'clock. And then Tuesdays and Thursdays we have jiu-jitsu at our gym. So I go Tuesdays and Thursdays, I go right after kids class. I go and lift with the girls and Derek for an hour. My 3 girls, the ones that I was talking about before. And then Mondays and Wednesdays I don't have jiu-jitsu, so that's when me, you, and Jake and Derek go and lift. And then Fridays I have competition classes, so I run 2 classes. I run adult competition class, and then I run ladies competition class. Ladies/kids, it depends on who shows up. And then Saturdays I'm off, but Saturdays I go down and I train at Compound from 10 to 11, and then I go, if I can make it up, I try and come and train up at Ludwig's, my home gym, at noon. And then Sunday I go at 10:30 to go train at Genesis, and then I get back and I teach ladies class from noon to 1. And then Saturdays and Sundays I also have lifting mixed in there, so I got a pretty fucking chaotic week every single week.
You're about to do this on an empty stomach too.
Yeah, let's not talk about that. We'll be okay. We'll be
a
okay.
miserable motherfucker.
We'll be okay. It's gonna happen, but yeah, man, I put a lot of fucking time into this craft, and most people don't really see it unless they're here every day. I don't have free time, dude.
Yeah.
I get home, I can chill and maybe play video games for an hour and then go to sleep every day. But I mean, I love it. I love the grind. I love going hard.
Yeah.
Seeing what I'm a firm believer in, your body will adapt or overcome.
Bear Grylls style.
Yeah, man. Don't get me wrong, rest is good and all, but rest days are kind of like a myth to me. If you just keep working, you keep pushing, your body's gonna just hit that point where it's man, this motherfucker's not slowing down. Like, I have to, like, pick it up and keep up with him, you know? So that's what I've been doing for the last 3-4 months, like, just going hard, because I was training a lot before, but me and Derek decided that we were going to start lifting 6 days a week. So Fridays are our only day off, just because I teach comp classes, and I don't have time after the gym closes too soon, so we don't have time to lift on Fridays. But besides that, me and Derek are going 6 days a week, 3 days with you and Jake, and then 3 days with the girls. So, I mean, fuck, the grind never stops, dude.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do if you want to be a world champ.
Yeah. See, now with my schedule being like it is, I should make it to most of those weightlifting sessions too.
Yeah, dude.
So,
that's what I'm about.
Yeah. No, when I was at my last job, I was fucking
You weren't getting out
worked,
until 6:30, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. There were days like, if I got off at 5:30, that was an early day for me.
Mm-hmm.
So
some days you didn't get home till 8, dude.
Yeah. 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 That schedule sucked.
So I feel you there.
But yeah, no, this new one should be pretty dope. So, yeah, no, I came home and I chilled for a little bit. Took a little bit of a nap ski before we went to the gym. Yeah.
Dude, I thrive off 30-minute naps.
Yeah, that's what I did. Yeah,
Anywhere
it's like
I can get a
30-minute
30-minute nap in,
Yeah.
dude, that, like, keeps me going.
Yeah.
Because I already run off, like, 5 hours of sleep, dude.
Dude, those 30-minute naps, though, like, to me, like, you know those memes? It's like when you're jamming in your dreams, but it's your alarm going off, dude? Like, the last couple of days, that was me. Like, there's some, like, in my dream, I'm like, this shit slaps. And I wake up, I'm like, that's my alarm. Oh, shit.
That's a fun little tangent to go off of. Tell me about some of your wildest dreams, dude.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Dude,
Curveball.
Yeah. Talk about curveball, some of my wildest dreams, dude. The most recent one, this shit was so funny to me. This is like a few months ago. But I had this dream that I was working with some government group, and we found out that the goddamn Russians were putting chemicals in these new, like, French toast sticks that were, like...
Oh, you told me this stuff.
It was like a craze. Like, there's, like, these, like, frozen
You were
French
shell-shocked
toast,
that
dude.
morning when you woke up.
Alright, so yeah, like, we found out that, like, Russians were, like, fucking with Americans. They were putting these chemicals in these French toast sticks. And I was, like, the head on this, like, group, like, that found it out. So, like, Trump called me in to have a meeting with him at the White House. So I show up, and, like, he takes me into, like, this weird, like, old, like, war room in the White House. And it just filled with, like, memorabilia from, like, past presidents and shit. And there's only, like, one small window in the back, and it's, like, shining, like, a little bit of light in, but it's just, like, dark and musty in there. And he's just, like, standing there, like, staring out the window, and he turns around and he's like, so tell me what's going on. And, like, I already had a plate of these French toast sticks heated up, and I'm, like, staring at him, like, dip it in syrup, take a bite, and I'm like, they're putting chemicals in these goddamn French toast sticks as I'm eating it. Like, I don't know, I felt like that was badass or something.
Dude.
Remind me, have you ever seen the movie Undercover Brother?
Mm-hmm.
It's like when the general's chicken, I gotta stop, dude, that's, like, what it was.
That movie was so funny, dude.
Dude, I watched that this weekend, actually.
I was dying when he cuts the hole in the glass and he's like, just tapping it, dude.
It. The whole thing breaks, it's not the hole.
Except for the hole. That's a good one. That's a classic.
Conspiracy Brother, Dave Chappelle. So funny.
Dude. I have some good dreams, but most of my dreams are pretty fucking, like, I'm one of those guys, like, I forget a dream, like, the second I wake up.
Mm-hmm.
I need like a dream journal desperately.
Mm-hmm.
Cause like I have some like fucking wild dreams, dude. But like within 3 minutes of waking up, I forget them. So.
Yeah, I did a dream journal in high school for my psychology class, and like we only did it for like a week, but like the one that stuck out, it was another like random shit one. Like you think the last one was fucking random. This one, I remember, like, there was, like, certain categories you had to look at, like, if your dream was in black and white or color, and, like, shit like that. Like, it meant, I forget now, like, this was a while ago, but I was like, alright, so this one started in black and white, and it ended in color, but for some, There was a werewolf driving a lawnmower down my driveway.
Oh,
in
dude,
black and
your
white.
dreams are fucking nuts.
This motherfucker was wearing overalls too, and I remember walking out like, should I be scared right now? Or he was just kind of like,
I have, like, pretty standard dreams, like I'm a wolf running through a forest or something like that, and then you
not me,
have a
not
fucking
me.
werewolf in overalls riding a lawnmower.
Or I'm finding chemicals in the French toast sticks, dude.
Your shit's wild.
Dude, yeah, I've had like some really weird, like, what the fuck does that mean of like family members dying, but they're still like around as ghosts and stuff. Like that'd be another episode, like all the ghost stuff that
You have
paranormal.
a lot of ghost stories.
Yeah, anyone that's been around, like I can go on for a while with some paranormal shit, whether you believe it or not. It's interesting.
No.
But no, I've had like weird dreams like that, to where I'm like, I'll wake up like halfway traumatized. Like, why did I just go through that?
You know, it's pretty dumb to like not believe in ghosts. Because there's not really like, as we talked about in our previous episode, like there's multiple planes, dude.
I think it's all energy.
Yeah, spirits get locked, trapped in dimensions, dude, and they can't leave.
Yeah. See, and I'm one that, like, when people talk to me about that stuff, when they're like, I don't believe in ghosts, I'm like, that's fine. Like, I'm never one that's like, I'm going to convince you why you need to believe in ghosts. Because I'm like, honestly, until you experience some of the shit, like, you're probably not going to. Like, I remember when I was growing up, like, ever since I was young, like, I just remember little things that would go on and stuff. And I knew, basically, that, like, this isn't something that you can just explain. But, like, until I had, like, some really solid stuff, it was kind of like, is this, like, you know, do I really believe in this stuff? But I've seen some shit, heard some shit, felt some shit, and I'm like, you know, until
100%.
Yeah, until you experience stuff that you can explain, like, you're not going to get it. But it's...
Like, I distinctly remember when I was a kid, we lived on this house in G Street in Salida, and I was, like, maybe 6 years old. And the way the house was set up, it was set up like a big ass like circle almost. So like all the hallways like made like a rectangle, so you could like go through every room, and all the doors were open, and it was all hardwood floored. And I remember I was sleeping in my room, and my room was like in the middle of one of the corridors, and I like distinctly remember being asleep and hearing like children feet like running barefoot on the hardwood floor, and then they would like stop right by my bed and just stand there.
Yeah.
And I could like hear the breathing, and then I would like, you know me, like a little kid, I would just like covered up under the covers, like just terrified, and then I'd finally like work up the courage to like throw the sheets off and like look, and there was nothing there.
Yeah.
And then I'd put the covers back over my head and like try to go back to sleep, and then all of a sudden, right from the same spot, you just hear the feet just take off again and just run down the hardwood.
Yeah.
And then my mom would be like, because I would tell her, I'd be like, that shit's scary, Mom. Come sleep with me for a night. And she'd like lay with me for a night. And then the same thing would happen, and she'd hear it too. And we'd wake up the next morning, and she'd be just cooking breakfast silent. And I was like, did you hear it? And she's like, I heard it, Dylan. And she's like, don't, just think happy thoughts. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But you could tell she was like freaked out by it too.
Yeah. That's the thing. A lot of times you don't even need to be freaked out. Like, it's not...
No, I wasn't.
I think I've rarely...
I don't think it was a bad spirit or anything by that. I mean, it was like a curious kid, but it was still just fucking freaky to a little 6-year-old.
Right, yeah. No, for sure.
Like, just hearing a little child, like, breathing on the side of the bed right next to you.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah. No. I remember one of my earliest ones. It was the same thing. I was probably, like, 5 or 6, too. And for the longest time, I always thought this was just, like, my mind messing with me. But the house that we lived in at the time, it was in Arvada. I remember I used to get up, my room was right next to my parents' room. And so if I had to go to the bathroom or whatever, I just get up and use their bathroom. Like, it was the closest one. So I remember I got up one night, and I was, like, walking out. I always kept my door open. But, like, as I'm walking out, I, like, look at my door, and, like, this hand came out from, like, behind and, like, swiped at my face. Like, it was wild, and I still vividly can see, like, the hand.
That's a little fucked up.
Because it was, like, I could see details, like, on the hand, like, the veins, the fingernails, like, shit like that. I always saw it as like maybe just me like half in a dream still. But I remember like that hand came out and I took off fucking running, dude. Screaming at like middle of the night into my parents' room, and they're like, "What?" And I was like, I guess trying to explain what happened. They like went in, they were looking around, there was like nothing. But yeah, I remember like scared the shit out of me.
Have you ever had night terrors?
Not really, no.
I've had like 2 or 3 incidences in my life, but I distinctly remember another one where, well, I don't really exactly remember what happened, but all I remember is like waking up screaming bloody murder. Like I had a dream like something was trying to take me into the TV, right? And I wake up screaming bloody murder, dude, and I am like completely under my TV, like in the wires and stuff, like entangled, and my dad like kicks open the door because he thought like somebody broke in the house, and like the TV was
like you actually were when you woke up,
dude. Like I was under the TV stand, like completely like wrapped up in cords, and I was just like freaking the fuck out. So I don't know if that was like I climbed under there sleepwalking, because I used to kind of sleepwalk every once in a while.
I did too.
And then like that turned into my dream or what, but that shit was fucking wild, dude. My dad was like so shell shocked about it for like 5 days. It was fucking weird, dude.
Yeah, that's wild.
And my sister would like always distinctly recount my sleepwalkings, because like she'd have friends over, like Contessa or whoever was staying the night and they'd be sleeping in their room, and I would just like throw open the door and just like start mumbling like fucking Step Brothers, dude. And Shelby would be like, "Oh, he does this all the time." And then I'd like sit on the bed.
The clown has no
and
penis.
I'd just be like jibber jabbering. And I remember one time I was talking about salad, and I was like, "No, I want a salad." And Shelby's like, "Dylan, you don't even like salad." And I was like, "I don't care. I want a salad." And I'm just like fucking just straight brother. Step Brothers right on the side of the bed, just sitting there rocking. Freaked the fuck out of Contessa, but Shelby was just dying laughing. So I had lots of sleepwalking, and well, not lots, but occasional.
Yeah.
And I had night terrors sometimes, but
yeah, I know when I was young I slept walk a little bit, because like I would wake up and my dad would be like carrying me back to my room, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "You ended up in our bedroom again." But no, I never really had like sleep terrors. I've had like, ever had an out of body experience?
define out of body experience.
So it's basically like almost like your soul, your like not physical being, like coming up out of your body. Like you can look down and see your body. My dad used to actually have these a lot.
Astral projection?
Yeah, basically.
I've had it a couple times, but
yeah, I've had it a couple times too. Sometimes like you can see wild shit in it, like kind of hallucinations, I guess.
Yeah.
But like there are times like I remember, like my dad used to, before he got like on his sleep medication and stuff, he used to have like quite a few to where like he'd see some shit. But I remember this one time specifically, me and my mom were sitting out like in one of our living rooms, and we're just having a conversation. Dad was sleeping, and he came out like an hour later, and he's like, "Were you guys talking about this, that, the other?" We're like, "Yeah." Like, "Could you hear us in there?" He's like, "No, I had an out of body experience." So like he straight up like floated up out like into there, like could see us talking, and he was trying to go into the other house that was on our property. Like he made it all the way to the other end, and then he like came back.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, if you guys look up out of body experiences or astral projections, like
what about
super interesting.
Sleep paralysis? Have you ever experienced that shit?
Only with like the out of body experience. So like you can't move when that happens. Yeah. So like I remember I floated up, like one of the first ones I had, like I saw some weird shit. I'll just talk about it. Like I remember like floating up, and I like couldn't. All I could move was my head, really my neck. I could look side to side, but other than that, I like was locked. I couldn't move anything. But I remember like looking at my door, like my mom or someone walked by, and then like I was looking up, and it was like almost like I could see like witch doctors or something.
Shamans.
I heard the word, like all of them say shaman to me. Ooh. Like as I floated up, and they all just like looked down. They had like those masks and shit on, and I was like, I remember at first I was like, "Oh shit," but then I was like, "This is kind of wild." And then I like floated back down, and they like stood up and like out of my vision. But like, yeah, that was like the first one I had. I had like another one, like not as like intense as that, but I remember like kind of floating up, and I was like, oh shit, it's almost like a roller coaster kind of.
Yeah. Dude, I used to get sleep paralysis a lot. That's something that like regularly happened to me as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of the times I would be like sleeping, looking straight up, and I would wake up and there'd just be like a black figure like hovering over you, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard of like the shadow people and
Mm-hmm.
shit?
Mm-hmm.
All those like things?
Yeah.
That, I'm a firm believer in that shit. Or like, I'd wake up and I couldn't move my body, but I'd like look over and in the corner of my room I could see like something sitting in a chair and just like staring at me. Because I had a chair in the corner of my room because I'd play video games in my chair and I put it in the corner. And I could just like see, it was like almost like a Nazgul, dude. Like you couldn't really see their face. They just had like a black hood and they'd just be like sitting over there.
It's the fucking Witch King, dude.
Dude, that shit's scary, bro. And it wasn't always, but that was when I would have my sleep paralysis at night. But I would have sleep paralysis like in the middle of the day because we used to drive back and forth to Denver, make like road trips, and I'd fall asleep in the car, and then I'd like wake up like leaning up against the car, but like I couldn't fucking move, dude. And my mom's like literally driving, and I'm like looking at my mom like, please just like touch me, do something to like wake me up. And I'm like trying to move my fingers for like as long as possible. But the thing about like sleep paralysis is you have to just like eventually just be like, all right, I'm not gonna move. Just the more I fight it,
kind of accept it.
Yeah, and then eventually it'll just go away, and you can start moving. And then I'd like sit up, and I'd be like, "Damn it, Mom! Why didn't you touch me?" And she's like, "What?" And I was like, "I was awake for like 40 minutes, but I couldn't fucking move, Mom."
That's a long time,
dude. It was terrible. Sleep paralysis sucked. I'm so glad I grew out of that or whatever. Watch now, I'm gonna have a fucking episode
tomorrow.
Stupid.
Shit.
But I mean, like, let's transfer into one of our funner topics. One that you brought up. We're gonna have like a little segment on this occasionally. It's called Who Fucks.
Who fucks?
So you ever like look at celebrities, fucking singers, all that shit, pro sports players, whoever, and you just wonder like how good they are in bed?
Who lays it down?
Yeah. Or who's just fucking terrible in bed.
We go through this every once in a while.
We'll have dinner and we'll just throw this shit down.
Yeah, seriously.
Dude, there's a bunch of good ones. Start it off with one. Who you think fucks, dude?
Who do I think fucks? And I bet he gives himself a slap on the back afterward. Dude, I bet Peyton Manning just lays it down.
Oh, horse face? No, dude.
Dude. Yeah, dude. So. He's got that confidence, bro. Yeah.
That fucking book. I read your new book. Football good. Training bad.
Good. Training bad.
Nah. You know
he might not, but he definitely is like, what do you think about that, huh? And they're like,
Dude, Robert Downey Jr. fucks. And he's in character.
Oh, definitely,
every single
dude.
time.
Definitely.
Dude, he is Tony Stark in person. I bet that fucker like has like a little Iron Man shrine right on his bedside, dude.
I guarantee it's either the Tony Stark or Sherlock Holmes version that just lays it down.
He just does the math in his
yeah,
head.
He's just going through like what he's about to do.
That's a good one.
Fucking.
I bet Justin Bieber cries.
Definitely.
And definitely tries to serenade them.
He probably lays it down for a solid 5 minutes and then just bursts. Just like, I'm so sorry.
They never stay over. They're like, I gotta go.
He's like, I'm sorry I made you sign that paper.
Non-disclosure agreement?
Yeah. Yeah. Have you heard he makes him sign that?
No. Yeah. I wouldn't doubt it, though.
I heard that somewhere, yeah. Yeah.
I bet Rihanna fucks, dude.
Yeah.
She probably throws it down, dude.
Yeah.
And then there's the flip side of the coin, like Cardi B. I bet she's just trash, dude.
Would
she
you?
She thinks she's so great in bed. I guarantee it.
Oh, that one fucking annoys me. Just okay. She's like, that's it. Okay.
Guaranteed G-Eazy fucks. I think that's a hard yes.
I'm not feeling that one.
You're not?
Nah.
Nah, dude.
Nah.
He gets so much thrown at him all the time. He's got to be semi-decent by now,
like
dude.
Most of them do, though. I heard somewhere that someone was
But
like...
he was like a fucking sex icon for like the longest time.
I bet Tom Cruise goes over conspiracy theories while he's laying it down, dude.
He tries to convert them to Scientology.
Yeah. There's probably like a brief moment where he's like, the earth is flat. They're like, what? Fucking Brendan Fraser's the dark horse.
Dude, I bet he throws down.
Probably
dude.
throws down, dude. Imagine his George of the Jungle days.
Oh my god. No wheeze in the juice, Brendan Fraser.
No, he's in the juice. I bet Pauly Shore was confused as shit.
Dude, I think he still is, bro. What's he been doing with his life?
Is he alive?
What about like Carrot Top, dude? You think Carrot Top fucks?
No.
I bet he hate fucks, dude. I bet he's so mad the whole time.
I bet he's so juiced up that his dick can't even get hard. That's probably why he hate fucks. Like, it's not working!
I swear this never happens.
Don't touch my hair! Oh, God. Fucking... We all know Charlie Sheen lays it down.
Oh, dude. Facts, bro. And then he rails coke off their ass crack, dude.
Dude. He's got one speed, one gear. Go. That's an actual quote.
Charlie Sheen?
Yeah. You ever look up, like, when he was all just jacked up and stuff? He's like, I was banging 7-gram rocks and finishing them. Because that's how I roll. I got one speed, one gear. Go.
That's life mottos right there, dude.
He's like, I am on a drug. It's called the Charlie Sheen.
Bro.
Busta Rhymes?
No. Not at all.
No?
No. Waka Flocka, dude! I saw him in concert.
Did
Have you seen his fucking huge ass gut, dude? He
Yeah.
walks out with no shirt on.
Yeah.
That shit's fucking hilarious.
In the Wild Boy music
Yeah.
video, dude?
Oh, bro, he came out for fucking Drake when I went to Drake. He opened. That shit was funny as hell.
Drake cries after sex.
I bet he lays it down.
I bet he lays it down, and
then
he's like
he
throwing
needs
down some
7
bars.
to 10 minutes of his
Yeah.
own personal time in
He
the
goes,
bathroom.
He goes Degrassi mode afterwards. And just,
Listens to Marvin's Room in his bathroom.
he's got a
I should call her.
He's got a wheelchair in the corner. He just like goes and sits in it.
Oh, bro. That's a good one.
Oh shit, Drake.
Dude, Tom Brady fucks.
Probably. It's probably
Tom Brady is excellent in everything he does.
It's
in his
probably
life.
on his like training regiment that he's got.
Tuesday night, 6
Tuesday
to
night.
6:13.
6:12. Okay, respect the TB12. Good for 12 minutes, baby.
You know he high fives his wife after every time.
Oh, he dumped
He's like,
Gatorade.
Wowzers in my trousers.
He dumps
That was
Gatorade on here,
amazing.
dude. He's like, can I make you a smoothie now? I'm about to have one.
He's all about that smoothie life. Dude.
Yeah, he is.
I heard on his well, not his podcast, but I listened to Armchair Expert with Dak Shepard. That was a pretty good episode. The GOAT, dude. That was right before he went to the Super Bowl.
This year?
Mm-hmm. Gronk, dude. You know Gronk.
You know
fucks.
he does.
Holding
You
the
know he
fucking
does.
dented Lombardi trophy.
With the yeah. He just got it like on his arm, like as
Dude,
he's...
I guarantee he has a party boy fucking Speedo. And he just
Yeah.
wears like a leopard print one around
He just comes
his
in
house.
dancing in the room with
Yeah,
the Lombardi
dude.
with a football helmet on.
Let's do this! Ooh.
That's how he dented the Lombardi trophy.
That video is hysterical. Anybody who hasn't seen that video, somebody throws a baseball bat or a baseball at him and he uses the Lombardi trophy as a bat and literally dents it. And he's like, oh! And just like takes off running through the crowd. What about fucking Tom Brady when he was hammered? getting escorted out.
That might be like the most wholesome video I've
That
ever
shit's
seen.
so funny, dude. He's just smiling. Got him arm in arm, and he's just
I've seen like
getting walked out.
Total of like 3 people that were like not pleased with that, and everyone else is like, "This is the Tom Brady we want."
Was that before or after they were throwing the Lombardi Trophy? From
That was
boat
after.
To boat?
Yeah, because they did like the whole boat parade down that canal, and then he just got shitty on that boat. That was his own boat. Like everyone else, like I guess a couple of them had their own, but he had like a $2 million yacht that he was just like pointing at, and he's like, "All right, y'all ready?" Just tosses that Lombardi Trophy.
Tom Brady is like one of my fucking biggest heroes, dude. He's got his fucking like life set.
Dude, I used to hate Tom Brady because he was so good.
Mm-hmm.
Like I knew he was good. And I used to just hate it. Like I was one of those, but now I'm like, the dude just wins, and I love it.
No, dude, he takes pay cuts.
Yeah.
To literally like.
He's been doing it for years.
Yeah, dude. That's like champ status, dude.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't give a fuck. He's like, Go get the best players. Like, I just want to win another fucking ring.
Peyton Manning was, like, pretty similar. Like, you never heard about them getting, huge contracts like these guys do now. Like, Dak Prescott just got, like, $160 million contract.
Yeah, and that's why the Cowboys fucking suck.
Yeah, they sucked for years.
That's besides the point.
Fucking come at me. Yeah, no, but... Like, yeah, for years Brady's been taking pay cuts because he wants to keep guys around, keep guys on his team. He wants to pursue Odell Beckham this upcoming year. They're like, as if he doesn't have enough weapons. He's got Antonio Brown, Gronk, Mike Evans. I forget what the fast little white dude's name is for Tampa Bay.
Oh, shit, I have no idea.
Yeah, he's got a couple other pretty good tight ends, too, and then he wants Odell. Like, Jesus Christ.
How's the line?
The line's pretty solid, yeah. Yeah. If it's Brady, they're getting a line, dude. And then they had, I don't know if they're keeping the running backs that they had. They had 2 studs. I don't know if Leonard Fournette is coming back. He got cut from the Jags and then got signed to Tampa Bay and stuff. And then in the playoffs, he just tore it up. Playoff Lenny is what they called him. And then their other running back, like, he was a stud, too, in the playoffs. Like, tore it up. Their defense is nasty, also.
Dude,
Don't
Brady's
sleep
got
on the
that
Bucks.
fucking champion's mindset, dude, which brings us to a good tangent. Like,
he's a cleaner.
what's so good? Nice. We can get into some books too. That's a good ass book. I was gonna say, what's some of like your goals and aspirations for your life? They don't have to be like crazy success or anything. Like, what would make Marcus happy in life?
So, as you know, music's a big part of my life. I'm just a huge music nut anyways. But I've always, like, had that vision of being, like, in that band, like, on that stage, like, in front of huge crowds. But it was never, like, a lot of people look at it as, like, that rock star afterwards, like off stage, like the fucking mansion, the cars and stuff. I'm like, no, I'd picture like that crowd playing for something like that, you know, would be like awesome.
Yeah, dude.
Like the very first Red Rocks concert I went to was actually Slipknot, but I'm like, if I was, you know, but I was like, if I was like up there playing at Red Rocks, like.
Red Rocks is dope.
My life would be made. Like, seeing, like, just the crowd, like, turn around the crowd that I was in and stuff. I'm like, if I could play to something like that, like, that'd be awesome. You know, and it was like, you know, I would play music just for the love of it. Like, I know you have to be, like, signed on a big-ass label and have, you know, sell all these records to make a, you know, to be that rock star, to have all that money and shit and stuff. And I'm like, I wouldn't, that's besides the point. Like, I just love music and stuff, and I would love to just play that to where, like, music's helped me so much in my life to where, like, if I could do that for others too, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Like, that'd be awesome.
Music's taken me out of some of my lowest points of my life.
Yeah, same. Music saved me a lot.
And it's amplified some of the best moments of my life. You know?
Yeah, for sure.
So, I feel you there. And I also feel you about just, like, the crowd aspect. Like, jiu-jitsu is not a very lucrative business. There's not money in jiu-jitsu, but like being on a world championship stage, having a world championship match, dude, with like fucking 30,000 people fucking just cheering for me, dude. That is what I aspire for. Yeah. That is like my all-time goal. Yeah. Is to just fucking win a world championship, dude, and just have tons of people watching me, dude. Like, you know me. The more people who come to watch me compete, the better I perform. Yeah, you put on a show. Yeah, that's why Gary Tonon's my favorite grappler, because he doesn't care about like winning on points or nothing. He's going for the kill every single time. He's trying to get that submission, you know. Right. And that's like, that's how I aspect my jiu-jitsu, you know. I don't give a fuck about wrestling or points. Like, I care about tapping you out and getting the win. That's why I like the fight to win format, because a lot of the time when you get to the main card, it's no time limit, submission only, and that's like perfect for me. That's what I want to do. I want to see who can go the longest without getting tapped. And if I get tapped, I get tapped. But like, it's part of the territory. And that's one of the greatest things about jiu-jitsu, is being humble, dude. Like, you'll get caught in something you've never seen before. Yeah. And you're just like, what? Show me that again. Yeah. That's cool. Like, I've seen you do that at some of your tournaments. Like, after the matches, you're like, show me what you just did. Yeah. And I've been on the flip side of that, too, where I've got people in, like, weird-ass bicep slices, and they're like, right after that match, they pull me to the side, they're like, can you show me what you just did real quick? And that's fucking awesome, dude. It's so fun to just, like, be a part of that community, dude. One thing I thought was cool, that tournament I went to of yours, where I got like the little coach's pass to go down on the floor with you. Remember you did the that open tournament, like the open weight class one, and the dude that beat you in the final, that big dude that was just like sitting on you and shit. Yeah. But like, I was so dead because I had like 14 matches. Yeah, you're like, fuck it, let's go on that last one. You're like, just get this over with. Yeah. But he had like, you need a minute? I was like, no, I'm not gonna win. Let's go. He had you in that lock for like a fucking minute until like the time expired and stuff. But I remember like afterwards, what was cool is he was showing you how to get out of it. Yeah. And stuff. Like, you weren't necessarily like, show me anything. He was like, yo, let me show you like how to beat that like smaller guy on a big guy, you know? Yeah. And shit. Like, that was cool, I thought. The jiu-jitsu community is fucking wonderful, dude. Yeah. I love everything about it. Yeah. But yeah, it's a lot of fun to like go out there and just fucking put on a show, dude. And like, it's cool that I'm getting to the point now that people are like pulling me to the side and they're being like, you're Dylan Dewberry, right? And like, I'm not nothing crazy, but it's cool. Like, local tournaments, like, people actually know who I am and shit now. Yeah. So like, it's that one kid asked for your autograph. Yeah, dude. Yeah. I still got him on my Instagram. Do you? I think his name's Jacob. Yeah. He was my #1 fan, dude. Yeah. I gave him that medal that day, remember? Yeah, that was cool. I gave him one of my gold medals because I got 2 golds and a silver. And he was just my first fan ever. He was like, I love you, man. He's like, I've seen you at like the last 3 tournaments and you always crush it. Like, you go, it doesn't matter like who you go up against, the big guys, the little guys. Yeah. He's like, they followed you around that getting tournament. After it, yeah. So like, when I finally got off after that loss right there, I just got all 3 of my medals to go take pics, and I just took that gold off and gave it to him. Yeah, you found him to take a picture. Yeah, like, here, I'm giving this to you. He was ecstatic, dude. Yeah. And that shit just warms my heart. Yeah. That's like, money's never been the option for me. Well, not option, but goal. Yeah. My goal's always been to just like be a good leader, to be a good example for people, you know? Help people. That's why people probably think on my Instagram post how I like post me working out and shit all the time, like I'm just being cocky or something, but no, like I'm trying to like inspire people to like do more with your life. There's always something more you can work with, you know? There's always a bigger mountain to climb. When I get to the top of a said mountain, I'll find a bigger mountain, you know? Like, you always gotta fucking push yourself to go find bigger and greater things in life. And I just wanna, like, encourage people to do that. And I'm a leader by example. I don't like to, like, just tell people how to do shit. Like, I'll show people how to do shit. So, like, the money will come. It'll all come. It'll all work out as it's supposed to. Yeah. But you gotta just keep putting in that time, doing your best to be a good example and to be the best person that you could possibly be, you know? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, that's how I am. I'm like I said, I wouldn't, with the music stuff, I don't want to do it for, like, the money. Yeah. You know? And, like,
some of the best artists out there that like I follow and stuff, like they're not in it for the money.
Corey Taylor.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm like, if I could live comfortably, like, that's amazing.
Yeah.
But if I could do, like, travel around and, like, play those type of shows and shit, like,
I don't
that'd be
need
awesome.
nothing big. I just want like a dinky little house in my own dojo, dude.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I've already like talked to a lot of people about it. Like, I'm gonna have like a kids class program, but like for underprivileged kids who can't afford to train, you know.
That'd be cool.
So
yeah.
I'm gonna have like once a month they gotta like I'll have a list of books for them to read, and they'll have pick one book, and you have to give me like a book summary on it. You don't have to like it doesn't have to be crazy long or nothing, but I want kids to like because that's one of the best things about jiu-jitsu is you train your body, your spirit, and your mind all at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's good spiritually for you, it uplifts you. It's great for your body, obviously, and then it's your mind. Like you have to outthink the other person, and I want kids to not just think of it as like I'm gonna kick this kid's ass, blah blah blah.
It's human chess.
Yeah, I want them to.
It's the wizard's chess.
I want them to expand their minds in more aspects than just jiu-jitsu. So I'll offer them free training as long as they give back to me, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And even like college and high school kids, if they like help out cleaning around the gym and shit like that, I'll give them like massive discounts or let them train for free. Like the money's not. I just need enough money to keep the lights running, you know.
Yeah.
The rest I'm planning on giving back to the community, and I plan on traveling a lot and sharing my art a lot, because I'm already starting, even at Purple Belt, to develop like my own style
Mm-hmm.
and to have like a different style than most people in jiu-jitsu. So it's cool that like black belts and brown belts and stuff, when I go to open mats and they ask me how I'm doing stuff, it's cool, dude. It's
Mm-hmm.
really cool. So
Yeah.
like I have no doubt by the time I'm a black belt, I'm just gonna be a fucking wizard,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna have so much content to just go around and do seminars, you know.
Yeah.
And that travel, dude. I can't wait to travel.
Mm-hmm.
Go to world stages all over the world.
Yeah.
Like ADCC is coming up this next year, and I'm gonna try out for the trials, because you have to win the trials to get into the ADCC.
Mm-hmm.
So they have like 8 trials around the world. No. They have 12 trials around the world, and then they have 4 invites that they save, which are usually held for like previous champions, shit like that, number 1 contendants, stuff like that. And then otherwise you have to win the trials to get there. And then ADCC is the best 16 in that weight class in the world. So it's like the Olympics, dude. They have it every 2 years.
I was gonna ask you if there was any like tournaments for that coming up, like because of COVID
Well, it
shut
got-
a lot of that shit down.
It got postponed. It was supposed to be this year, or not this year. Yeah, this year. It was supposed to be 2021, but now they're holding the trials in 2021, and it won't be until 2022.
Hmm.
So keep a lookout for me.
Yeah.
2022, I'm gonna start popping off, dude.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to West Coast trials, but I mean, you literally have to win. That's the only way. So
Where's that at? The trials.
West Coast is in Cali, and then East Coast is in New York.
That's what the trials are.
Mm-hmm. And then they have them all over the rest of the world, like Brazil, China, Japan,
Mm-hmm.
all sorts of shit. There's like 12 of them, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Because it's the top 16 all from all over the world. And like I said, they have the 4 invites
Right.
for each division.
Yeah. That's dope.
But the weight divisions are suck. In ADCC, you have to make weight every single day. So it's a 3-day tournament. And like, mine would be either 77 kilograms, which is like 170 pounds, or 66 kilograms, which would be 145 pounds. And I'm like 165, so I'm right in the middle. I'd either be a really tiny 170er, or I would have to cut a shit ton of weight to get to 145. But the thing about, if I cut to 145, I'd have to hold 145 for 3 days. So like I couldn't make weight and then just like put on all the weight like these UFC fighters do. You have to maintain that weight all 3 days. So like I would just be starving for the whole weekend.
Yeah, that's not good.
So yeah,
Let's get you on a cycle.
I'm on a predicament. We'll see.
Let's juice you up, dude.
Shit, boy, sign me up.
Seen that? What was it? What was that movie we just, that documentary?
Icarus, dude.
Icarus, yeah, dude.
That's a good ass movie.
Let's get you on
Yo,
that.
if you haven't watched Icarus and you have anything to say about, or any like interest about steroids or what they can do, watch Icarus. It's fucking wild. It's about this like documentary guy who he's like a really good cyclist, and he does one cycle, or he does a cycling tournament clean, and then he dopes to the gills for like a year, and then he goes and does another tournament, and then he gets in cahoots with like the Russian head. He's like the head of the drug administration in Russia, and he like essentially just like gives them a step-by-step process of how to cheat
with their Olympic testing, because like those Russians been dirty for years.
Yeah,
so.
dude, and then that's what it gets into. Like after his tournament, the Russian dude, they actually like use this documentary as like evidence, and they ban Russians from competing in the Olympics.
Yeah,
and it's fucking crazy, dude. Putin puts out a hit on this guy, and it's just wild. If you want like something crazy that's gonna just have your jaw drop, watch that movie. It's really good.
Speaking of which, there needs to be a juiced up Olympics.
Absolutely.
I wanna see what the human body has got.
How high can a human being jump?
Seriously.
Fucking put him up against the emu in a race, dude.
Fucking, he might have just beat up 4 people before he showed up, but goddamn that long jump, though.
Broke the record by 11 feet, dude.
That men's 4x4 was record shattering.
Alright, we're getting pretty low on time, so it's time to jump to our first Titty Bar Tale.
Let's get into it.
We've been talking about it. It's time.
It's time.
We're here, dude.
Y'all are here for it. We're here for it.
So, when was your first time ever at the Titty Bar?
First ever experience?
Yeah.
We went to Players. It's a little club off of Federal there. I went with my brother-in-law. We were just talking one night, and he like kind of brought it up. I'm like, yeah, I've never been. He's like, what? So we got permission, and we went that night. It was honestly pretty fun. It was funny shit too. Like we got there, and all right, no, this isn't racist, but I'm gonna get into this part. It started off. It was just like all Mexicans in this place. And I'm like, yo, these guys just got off work. They're spending their paycheck.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
half of them still had, like, their construction vests on. But I remember, like, there's this...
No dress code, obviously.
No, dude. No. We were like, all right, should we go to classy or trashy? We're like, let's find in the mid-tier there. I mean, it's leaning a little more towards trashy. Like, it was a good time. Yeah, I know we got there. There's this one stripper that basically followed us around like all night, and she just gave us her life story. If you guys have never heard a life story from a stripper, you're missing out. Because, like, good God.
They all got a story.
Oh, dude, it's so funny. She's talking about her baby daddy and, like, her child all night.
Oh, yeah.
And we're just like...
And the daddy issues thing is 100% true.
Oh, yeah,
they
for
all
sure.
have daddy issues.
Yeah, dude. And, like, she progressively got more drunk during the night. But... like, she would just randomly pop up out of nowhere, and we're like, oh, hey, how are you doing? She's like, I was just thinking about my kid. I'm like, oh, okay, how old is your kid? He's
Easy
3.
Sparkle.
Yeah. Dude, she was funny. And then, like, she was talking about her boyfriend was, like, or her baby daddy was, like, some Samoan MMA fighter and stuff. And she's like, I seen him knock fools out. She's like, but you see that redheaded bouncer behind you guys? There's this dude, this, like, strapped-up redheaded dude, this, like, mean-looking ginger. And she's like, that dude's a bad motherfucker. She's like, my baby daddy came in here and started talking all this shit and, like, was threatening people. She's like, that dude fucked him up. Like, not 10 minutes later, I hear, like, some commotion behind me. And this bouncer has got a guy in each arm, like, carrying him. Like, throws him through the first door. There's, like, 2 doors to get into the club. Throws him through the first one, takes a step back, and, like, loads up, and comes through, and you just hear, ba-boom, and tackles him through the front door. And, like, the bouncer that was, like, checking people that was coming in, he was just standing there, like, another night? And, like, Ginger comes walking back in, like, walking like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo.
That used to be my favorite part about working at the strip club, dude. Bouncing nights. When shit would just pop off.
Yeah.
Just crazy ass fights, dude. And I was the littlest dude in there, and I would just jump on a guy's back, just rear naked choke. And I'd be like, Steve! Steve, get this guy! One of those big ass bouncers would just come and yoke him up, dude. I've seen full on, like, 20 on 20 construction workers fighting, just like you said. Fights at the strip club are the best.
Yeah. There's this one dude that showed up in there, and, like, he thought he was, like, a hot shot. Like, he put, like, this, like, giant brick of ones down. It was, like, seriously, like, this tall. And he would just, like, leave it on that stage, and he would just, like, randomly, like, come around, like, grab a handful and just, like, toss it at some girl and stuff. And, like, every girl, like, the girls that were dancing were all, you know, liked it. But, like, that chick that kept talking to us, she's like, he's so full of shit. Like, he's a regular in here. She's like, he thinks he's balling. This motherfucker lives at a hotel. Like, she was just airing him out to dry. It was so funny. And, like, he would come over to her and, like, try talking. She's like, get the fuck out of here. Like, he got so pissed. Oh, yeah, I thought we were gonna get in a fight because my brother-in-law was talking to some dude at the bar. Like, it progressively, like, switched, like, through the night from, like, it was all Mexicans, like, all black dudes in there. And there's this one that was at the bar, and, like, I saw him, like, talking to my brother-in-law, and he was getting all loud, like, getting, like, in his face, and I'm like, oh, shit, like, it's about to go down, like, what's going on? And he was like, Google my name, I got away with murder. And I'm like, what's going on right now? And, so, like, he turns to me, I'm like, what's going on? He's like, I don't know, he's getting all riled up about his prison history. And then he bought his all shots. The dude bought his all, like, Jaeger bombs or some shit.
Oh, that's pretty standard.
Yeah. And we're like, oh, okay. So then he was, like, dapping us all up and stuff. But I'm like, shit, I thought we were gonna get in a fight. I'm like, we're gonna have to, like, go up against this dude and his, like, 4 homeboys that he's got with him, and then we're gonna have to.
A couple fights, dude.
I was like, then we're gonna have to deal with Ginger Bouncer. That was what's freaking me out. I'm like, I don't want Ginger Bouncer to
chop block, dude. Hit him
Ray,
at the knees.
Ray Lewis my ass out that front door. I was like, shit. But no, that was my first. It was funny as shit. Like, yeah.
I don't even think I remember my first strip club.
Shocker.
I think my first one was in Wyoming. When I was working fucking flooring, and my boss took me, and I'd never been. And he kind of taught me the whole stripper etiquette that I've passed on to generations now.
In Wyoming?
Yeah.
Was there a full set of teeth in that place? Or
debatable. I think there was a gold tooth in there somewhere. But we actually got him to come back to the hotel. That shit was fun.
Gold tooth?
Not gold tooth. Just another one.
She's $2 extra.
But I mean, our first Titty Bar Tale.
Our first Titty Bar Tale.
I don't even remember how it came up, dude. Like,
so, okay, I remember I was at the gym that day. I was just by myself, and I was headed back. I remember I was turning off of Sheridan onto 104th, and you called me, and you were like, yo, I'm calling an audible tonight.
Oh, yeah. I was at old Chicago with my boy Jake.
Yeah, who was Jake?
Yeah, and we were fucking having some beers, and I can't remember, he said something, and I was like, let's just go to the Titty Bar, dude. And he's like, no, bro, I can't go to the Titty Bar. And I was like, why the fuck not? Like, any time to go to the Titty Bar is a good time to go to the Titty Bar.
Anytime's a good time.
And he's just like, I mean, do you think Marcus would go with us? And I was like, I know for a fact if I called Marcus right now, he would be like, I'm down. Because I was talking you up all night. And he's like, all right, if he says yeah, I'll go. So I literally put it on speakerphone at the bar.
Yeah, because I could hear him. I could hear him laughing.
And you were just exactly what you just said. You were like, what's up? And I was like, yo, I'm calling an audible tonight. And you got all worried. You're like, what? And I was like, we're going to the Titty Bar tonight. And you were just like, oh, word.
What time?
Yeah, oh, what time? What time? I just died laughing.
Yeah,
and I was like, I told you you'd be down. And we're like, all right, so we're doing it. So we fucking loaded up, got to the house.
I think you met me at my place, right?
Yeah, we started pre-gaming pretty hard. Because I was like, it's expensive to drink there. So I was like, let's fucking pre-game, boys. Mm-hmm. Did we Uber over there?
No, I drove.
Oh, yeah.
I drove.
Oh, yeah, because that's the top road.
Yeah.
Okay, continue.
Yeah, no, so we go there. I remember Jake was a little late.
Yeah, and I'm like gassing you up the whole time. I'm like telling you all our fucking tips, dude. I'm like...
Speaking of which, I wrote down the tips.
All of them?
a fairly good list.
Okay.
I had someone ask me for some etiquette. Why not throw it on the podcast? All right.
This is Strip Club Bible, ladies and gents. Take
Right.
it to the bank.
Write it down if you've never been. Listen to it.
If you've
It's
never
good
been,
tips.
just hit me up. Like, I'll gladly take you.
Yeah, go with us if you've never been. Yeah, we've taken a few virginities.
Literally caught a strip club on fire one night. That's another story. Continue.
All right. First things first, especially for anyone that goes there and just blows a paycheck. Just go there and hang out. Like, we've never went there
Facts, dude.
to oogle over girls or to, like, blow money or anything
That was
like
the
that.
first thing I told you.
Yeah, we go there and hang out. Platinum 84
I was like,
before...
just ignore them, dude.
Yeah.
Just have fun and
Yeah.
hang out.
Yeah, pre-COVID, the one that we always go to, Platinum, had pool tables.
Yeah.
We just play pool, like, damn near all night.
Yeah.
So, yeah, go there, hang out, have fun. Like, if you're one of the boys, go with your boys, just hang out.
Don't have to be a boy either.
Don't have to be the boy. The girls have so much fun there.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. Pace yourself with the spending, all right? Pace yourself.
Dylan,
Work for it.
pay attention, dude.
Quentin.
We've had a couple that have blown
These can...
well over $400 when they go.
Yeah, easily. Fast, too. It wasn't no... Yeah.
I remember Kento, dude, at the one when the strip club caught on fire, dude. He would literally, like, he would be so fucking mad throwing the money out. And then he'd, like, disappear. And we would just be, like, raging, having fun. And then he'd show up with, like, another stack of, like, 200. And he'd be like, bro, we gotta go. Like, I can't stop. We gotta stop. And I was like, Kento, like, give me your card. And he's like, no, bro. And he'd, like, throw that. And then, like, sure as shit, he'd go spend, like, 10 more minutes. He'd be down at the bar. And then he'd come up with, like, another 200. And he's like, I'm fucking serious, guys. We gotta go. Like, we can't do this no more.
I got a problem.
Then, like, shortly after, I got kicked out. But
Yeah.
anyways, continue. Your list.
Again, those girls are there to make money. It's their job to try to get you to go in there and have private dances.
They don't like you.
Yeah, no, they don't like you. They're not trying to sleep with you. Don't fall for it. It's not illegal to say
That's
no.
not a golden rule, though. I've got plenty of strippers to come home. You just gotta know how
Majority
to
of
play
the
it right.
time.
That's like pro tips, though.
Yeah, that's
So we'll
those are advanced
Yeah.
tips. These are starters, okay?
yeah. This
Starters.
is a good starter list.
It's not illegal to say no to these strippers, all right?
Facts, dude.
And like it, at first I was kind of more like, oh, you know, maybe later. Now I'm just straight up like, no.
Dude, you're hard with
Next.
the nose real quick.
I know, yeah, I've turned into that
But then
one.
again, you have some odd taste when we go to the strip club.
Listen,
I will pick out some rowdy ones and I will like slap Derek and I'll be like, this is just Marcus's type. And sure enough,
Dig what
Marcus goes jaunting over there, dude, just starts slapping
Hey,
it down.
hey, dig what you dig, okay?
Hey, everybody's got preferences.
No
dude.
shame,
I
all
just
right?
know your style to a T,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah,
I'll be like, Marcus, that's your girl. And
Yeah.
you're like, you right, you
Yeah.
right.
yeah. I got yours down. You got like two different types that are like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do.
not like opposite ends of the spectrum, but like kind of.
Kind of.
yeah.
Like, I like the skinny, white, pale, dark hair, tattoos.
Yeah.
Those, like, just damaged girls.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just like them thick, curvy, booty lesbians. Or not. They're all lesbians.
They're all
Latinos, I was going to
yeah.
say.
Yeah, I was gonna say them thick Mexicans you like, or the skinny little white
Yeah,
girls.
dude.
Yeah, yeah, the thick lesbians.
Not wrong either.
Oh God,
90% of strippers are lesbians. Hard facts.
Spaghetti lesbians.
What's a spaghetti lesbian?
Straight until you're wet.
True.
Again, it's not illegal to say no. Unless you absolutely like pick that girl, like right, they're all gonna try as, and don't make eye contact with them. Too much eye contact. As soon as you do, it's just you got a fish on the hook.
Yup.
Unfortunately, you're the fish.
That's when you tell them you work at Tracks.
Yeah.
They usually leave.
Yeah, you just gotta throw them a
Shout out to
curveball.
Dirty Durs.
Yeah, that'll be in another episode. Again, pace yourself on spending. And when you're going there, you're gonna go there to have a good time. Remember, 2 drinks and some water. It's a good doobie rule.
I say that all the time.
It's a good doobie rule.
2 drinks and a water, dude.
2
That'll
drinks
keep you
and a
going
water.
all night.
Yeah. Pace yourself with spending. I'm gonna say it like 6 times because it's true. like we said, we've seen some people blow some.
Yo, I got another one
stacks.
to add on to that.
What?
Save your private dances for the end of the night.
Yeah.
You spend all night.
I'm writing it down.
You scout them out. You find the one that you're digging. Don't make eye contact, like you said. You just side eye them a little bit. You're like, all right, that's the one you want. And then at the end of the night, if you got $40 left and you don't plan on taking it home, get a private. By all means, privates are a ball. That's when I get most bricked up, dude. Got that.
That one you've been eyeballing all night.
Amari.
The thick one?
The yee girl?
Yeah.
Every time, because when I come in this strip club, it's always yee! This one stripper, this baddie that I just fell in love with, dude. She started calling me the yee boy. So I would literally, we'd show up to that club and like I would see her walking on the other side and I'd be like, check it out, Marcus. Yee! She would just start looking around and she'd see me. She'd be like, oh! She'd run over, dude.
Dude, the first night she's like, you're not from here, are you?
Fuck no, dude.
She's like, no one around here does that.
Oh.
She's like, this hillbilly motherfucker.
So back to our story.
Oh.
So we show up.
It's amateur night. Remember that?
Yes. That was the first night?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, because Jake was late, so he didn't see the end of amateur night.
Yeah, dude, and we showed up like the last dance of amateur.
Yeah, it was like the last dance or two. Yeah. Yeah, because there's 2 of them on that stage. Yeah, it was the last dance.
And then they lined them all up on the stage. So the way amateur night works is all the girls dance, and then they line them up at the end of the stage, and you hoot and holler for whoever you thought was the most. So they line them all up, and like the first 3 chicks get like pretty decent cheers and shit. And I'm already like 3 shots deep, getting a little shitty. And then they call out this next one, this poor girl, and not a fucking single person in this whole club makes a noise. And it's dead ass silent.
I was like, what the fuck?
And I'm like, y'all a bunch of assholes! And I was just like, let's go, baby girl! And I just started going nuts, and then everybody just like jumping on it.
Up, yeah.
That was the golden ticket for the night, dude.
Yeah.
All the girls loved us after that.
Yeah.
But I distinctly remember how silent that shit was when they called
her.
Dude.
It was fucking crickets, and I was like, really? And Dylan's like, y'all are some assholes.
Oh, bro. And then we just proceeded to get shit nailed.
Yeah.
Playing pool, dude. Same thing.
We would just put, like, we would cash out all our ones, or, like, get all the ones, and we just, like, set the wad right there on the pool table and stuff. That's what gets them to come over and hang out with you. Like, you don't need to chase anything if you do that.
Nope. So we were just having some fun, playing some pool. You get almost getting drug into privates.
Almost,
and I would grab you by the arm, and I'd be like, Marcus.
That was what I was like,
think about this. And you're like, but she's nice, and she wants to dance. And I was like, do you want to dance from her? And you're like, I kind of want to dance from her, and I was like, then no.
No. There was one. I'm like, I don't know. She's all right. She's nice, but I think there was one of the weird chicks that you would call out. And stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm eyeballing that one.
Definitely the weird ones, dude. And I was like, okay, and I'd be like, baby girl, come here.
I was like, no.
Immediately, she just jumped over. What's up, honeys? I was like, this is my boy Mojave. He's looking to have fun tonight.
Dude, I remember Jake. I don't know why I remember this so vividly. He had that Pennywise, the clown shirt on and shit. I don't know why like that. It was like, because that's the first time I met him. I'm like, this motherfucker's rolling in the strip club with the Pennywise shirt on. Oh, he was trying to, like,
which strip dress, how you dress doesn't matter at the strip club.
Yeah.
Because I've gone in total non-peacock, like t-shirts and jeans, some cowboy
You went in
boots.
sweats that one time.
Yeah, don't give a fuck. And then literally I've showed up in suits, like, whatever you feeling that night, you rock that shit out, dude.
Yeah, just have
fun. Some fun with it.
Have fun. Whatever you're wearing. Yeah, I remember he was like, there was like the one girl that was trying to just get us to throw money. And Jake was like, listen, you're trying hard. You're doing good. I respect it. I'm here to support your college fund or whatever he was saying.
Dude, and we just kept getting 5 for 25 shots.
Yeah, dude, we were getting shitty.
Those little fucking test tube shooters that they were bringing by, we're like, yo, let's get one of those.
Yeah. All night
Smoking
I was like,
fucking menthol cigarettes with the strippers and the fucking bag.
dude, I forgot about that. Yeah, they had the bucket of menthols
Those are
out there.
fucking us up, dude. I was just like, give me another one.
Let's go have another cigarette.
So we just proceed to just get hammered, and me and Jake go to the bar, and Marcus goes to the bathroom. He's like, I gotta piss, and he goes to the bathroom.
I broke the seal early.
And we're at the bar and we're getting drinks, and I shit you not, they're on opposite ends of the entire strip club, like 200 feet away, and I just hear, Dewby! Loud as fuck. And like everybody in the club just like stops what they're doing and looks over at Marcus, and he's fucking just
waddling out of the bathroom.
Standing there with this big old grin on his face. He's like, I'm fucked up! And everybody's just like, oh! And we like just got nuts.
Beer in hand.
I will never forget that as long as I live. That's like my favorite quote from you.
I forgot how far you were.
Dude, opposite ends of the club, bro.
Dewby!
And that poor bartender was like, he needs some water. And I was like, he needs about 3 more shots, dude. We were full on rage. So we ended up, it got like late and they were starting to shut down, and I still had like $35 left, but I didn't want to get a private. So I remember distinctly, do you remember when I fucking mollywopped that chick in the face with the last of my money as we were walking out?
Yeah.
I was like, Marcus, let's go! I'm pissed drunk, dude, like stumbling out, and there's this girl spinning on the pole, on the bottom of the pole, and she's like looking up, shaking her heels, and I literally just fucking right through the V of her legs, smack her in the face as hard as I fucking could with like the last of my money. Like the bouncers get up, and I'm like, I'm leaving, motherfucker. And
you're like, I'm gone.
We like just stumble out, and we get out in the parking lot, and I'm like, we need to get an Uber.
Okay, like, listen, something about this club. When you're inside, at least when I'm inside of it, I feel like I'm only a little buzzed until we hit the double doors walking out, and I'm like, I'm fucked up.
Not that night, dude. You're like, I can drive.
Yeah. Yeah. You're like, should we call an Uber? I'm like, I'm good. I can drive.
I'm literally like blackout at this point, like falling asleep, standing up.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, you drive. So we get in your car.
Yeah. We get, as soon as I put it in reverse, I'm like, oh, I'm not good. I remember like distinctly as soon as we started moving, I'm like, oh no, this isn't good. This is not good. Sorry, Mom and Dad, for this one. Oh God. So
don't drink and drive, kids.
Don't drink and drive. Someone was looking out over us that night.
I was.
You were. No, someone was speaking through you because this motherfucker.
I was out cold, shotgun. Like,
yeah, he's shotgun face
snoring,
face pressed against my window, just fucking out, and I'm headed back down, hauling ass down 84th, and I'm going to like take a left at these lights, and the lights start to turn and stuff, and I'm like, I'm fucking sending it. I'm like hitting the gas, and then like
I see you accelerating.
I see a truck at the light, and I'm like, fuck it, I'm pissed drunk, and I'm like, is that a cop? And this motherfucker from the dead, I'm pretty sure it was something.
I was out cold.
There was some angel was speaking through you, just possessed you for about 3 seconds, like. Face from the window just popped up. I was like, that's a cop, and then boom, right back down, right back into the window, and I just slam on the brakes. Yeah, and it's like it was red, red, and that cop just like turned up like onto 84th from where I was gonna turn, dude. Oh, that was bad. That was close. That was real. And then we were like, let's go to Taco Star, and I like wake you up, and I'm like, give me directions to Taco Star. And you're pissed drunk trying to like go through Google Maps and stuff. We passed it like 3 fucking times.
It's like, it says it's right here, dude.
Yeah. You're like, no, keep going. It's a little bit further up. And they're like, oh shit, it's redirecting us. we finally get out, and it's like 2 a.m, and the line for Taco Star is like almost out onto the street, and fucking you got out and like walked up to the front, and they're like, y'all gonna be taking orders? That was the first time I had Taco Star.
Bro, Taco Star's a fucking heaven.
It's the go-to when
drunk.
you're just
Yeah.
shit nailed.
Them carne asada fries, dude.
Mm.
I mean, that was a fucking fun-ass night. I'm pretty sure Jake almost got in a fight with somebody when we were out smoking cigarettes.
Yeah, I think so too.
And I was dick drunk, and I was just like, leave him alone. He doesn't know anything. He can't fight. Jake's like, fuck you, man. Got all upset.
Oh, that was good times, dude. Good time. That first of our Titty Bar Tales.
That one was one of our mellower ones, too. But
Yeah,
dude,
yeah.
That fucking quote, bro, as long as I live, that's going to be, Dewby! I'm fucked up!
I might make a shirt.
Was Sassy Cassie there that night?
No. I haven't seen her.
Because you wanted it.
Yeah.
You wanted
I was
it.
like, if the midget's there, I'm getting a dance.
Bro. I don't think I got a private dance that night, but you got one or two.
I don't know. I might have gotten one.
You got the weird looking one.
Did I?
'Cause I was like,
I
yeah,
did.
that's
I did.
you, dude.
Yeah. She had the mohawk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't it colored too?
She looked like Bologna, dude.
Oh.
Came in with their fucking hammer. It's like, all right.
Fuck, dude. And that was when I met the blonde, remember? That one that just had so much attitude.
Yeah.
And she was just being such a bitch to everybody.
Yeah.
And I was like, Marcus, you want to see some magic? And I was like, this girl's going to just fall in love with me, watch. And then she tried to come over while we were playing pool, and I wouldn't give her the time of day. And I was just such a dick to her. Sure as shit, dude. She gave me your number, gave me your Instagram. And then we fucking just started chilling, and then, like...
That's a fake number.
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
It wasn't?
That was the one who messaged me back. No, you're thinking of the, what was her name? Rose? The dark-haired one. She had, like, long dark hair, and she wore the red lingerie. That's the one who gave me the fake number. That was a different time, though.
But wasn't the blonde the one that gave you, like, the next time, like, act
No,
like she
yeah,
didn't recognize you?
No,
Yeah.
that's the same one. She
Yeah.
still texted me and shit, but that was the next time she acted like I didn't exist.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
Yeah.
girl, you've been talking to me for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And
You're
then
like,
she-
what the fuck?
Then she came up, and I did the same thing again, and she's like, you seem really familiar. And I was like, bitch!
Yeah,
You
yeah.
gave me your number!
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
You're like, I bet you, I bet I do.
Dude. And then that was...
I was fucking dying, because, like, I was a little bit drunk by then, too, and she came over and was doing that, and I, like, lost it, and she looked at me, like, all
Dude,
pissed.
she fucking raged off, and I don't
Yeah.
think she's ever, like, even looked at me since.
I think we've seen, like, one more time there.
Dude, that one was funny.
Oh.
You know, we're
Good
at
stories.
time, though, and we should probably cut it. But that was just one of, like, 12 Titty Bar Tales.
Yeah, that's just the
And
opening.
they're just going to keep coming.
Yeah.
And they get worse.
We need to make more.
We haven't even got the ones where we've got kicked out yet, dude.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we got plenty for that.
Yeah.
Chinese New Year, you weren't there for that one. That one was a fucking riot.
Yeah, you'll need to tell that one. Just
On
hearing
that note, it's been another great Sinchies podcast.
that it has.
This is your co-host Dewby signing
And-
out.
Mojave. Remember, drink water.
2 drinks and a water. Keep it up. And
If you're
don't
at
forget,
at the club, 2 drinks and a water.
Sinchies getting a beer, get me one.
Uh.
Have a good night, y'all. Thanks for listening. Like and subscribe, please.
Always.